Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We've got a new addition today, which is the Suzuki Swift Sport. We bought this from Copart as a, I think on the description it said mechanical. So I'm thinking obviously there's something wrong with the engine, and mechanical could mean anything, so we just don't know. But we took a chance on it, bought it, we got it back last night. Got delivered last night, so we don't have a chance to do much with it. It wants a good wash, it wants a good valet, it needs all the normal things. We had the battery on charge last night. This morning it was cranking the engine slightly, but I don't think it's enough power in it, so we've been out to Halfords this morning, bought a new battery. I'm going to put a new battery on it. We're just going to give it a bit of a crank over again, just to see if it makes any difference with having a new battery on it. And yeah, we'll see what we get from there, and then we'll see if we can diagnose this mechanical issue. So this car it's a keyless, what they call a keyless. So you get your fob, and inside here is just basically you just turn this, push it in. There's a blue light on the dash, which means the key's in range, the fob's in range, sorry. And then apparently what you're supposed to do is turn start. Right, so we're cranking. Sounds like it wants to go, but it's not. So we're going to have to do a bit more digging and see what we can find out. So guys, we've been out and bought some new HT leads. Hopefully the coil packs that we've got will be fine. I'm hoping it's those HT leads. So just going to put them in now. I've just dropped some new spark plugs in there as well. But I'm just going to put these HT leads on and see we go from there. So we just put those new spark plugs in, and we've just put the coil packs back on with the new HT leads on. So now we'll give it a crank and see what we get. It looks like we're going to have to do a bit more testing. Possibly not getting smart. I can smell the petrol, so there's obviously petrol fuel getting to it. So we're going to start testing those coil packs now to see if we've got anything there. Just come out to do a bit more of a catch up on the Suzuki Swift, and we have a little robin here sat on the washing line, just chilling there. Anyway, so we left off with this with coil packs. We thought we had a coil pack issue. We was testing for spark, and we did that. We've got a spark, and we're ticking over, turning over, but nothing. You can smell the fuel. Once it's turning over, you can actually smell the fuel. Just let me just put this on its day up. Right, so this is where we're at to now. So once we tested it with the new HT leads on, it was just the same. It sounded like it wanted to go, but nothing. So we actually got a compression tester, and not sure how this runs. I will find out. I don't know if it goes from 1, 2, 3 and 4, or whether it's the opposite way around, 1, 2, 3 and 4. But I'm going to call this 1 and 2 for now. When we put the compression tester in cylinder 1, we was getting around about 25 psi of pressure, but we could also hear it coming out of the radiator filler cap, and the same on number 2, exactly the same psi, same coming out of the radiator filler cap. Now when we did it on cylinders 3 and 4, we had around about 185 psi of cylinder pressure, which is obviously a hell of a lot better than we had at 1 and 2. So I'm thinking that either the head gasket is gone, or the head is cracked, or it's something to do with that. So we have started stripping this down, obviously, from the last video, from what you saw. We've taken the rocker cover off. We have taken the injection rail off. We have undone all the bolts on the inlet manifold. We've done all the bolts on the exhaust manifold. The next step in the next video will be, we'll be removing the engine top mount, supporting the engine underneath, taking that off so we can get to this chain guard at this side. Take all this side off then, and the wires that are on there, get rid of those. And then once we've done that, we can turn it to top dead center, and then we can take the timing chain off, remove the cams, because we've got to get the cams out so we can get to these head bolts, which are underneath the cams on each side. So we need to get those stretch bolts out, and we'll remove the intake manifold, we'll remove the exhaust manifold, pull that forward, and then we can actually get the head off the car and have a look what's going on. Can inspect the head gasket then, and hopefully I'm going to see a big gap somewhere between cylinder 1 and cylinder 2, or somewhere between the water jackets on cylinder 2 to a water jacket and cylinder 1 to a water jacket. There doesn't seem to be any water in the oil, so I'm presuming it's gone between the water jacket. I'm not a mechanic, by the way. My dad was a mechanic when he was here with us, so I do know quite a bit about cars, because I used to spend most weekends helping my dad fix cars from a very young age. From around about 6 or 7 years old, I was helping my dad, trying to help my dad fix cars at that age. And growing up to being, a teenager and get my first car, my dad helped me out. We got a car, fixed it up. I did everything on that with my dad, so I did learn quite a bit of stuff doing that. I am not a qualified mechanic, but I sort of know my way around the engine. So we're going to have a go at this ourselves. It's a bit of a big task, really, but we're going to delve in there. We're going to get this head off. We're going to check the block. Just going to make sure all that's right. Check the pistons. Why? We can see the tops of the pistons. If there's any scores on there, if any pistons been hitting any valves or anything like that, we'll be able to see all that once this comes off. And then we can check the head, and then if needs be, we can probably will send the head off to be checked, pressure tested, skimmed if it needs to be skimmed, and then we'll be putting a new head gasket on it, new stretch bolts in there, torquing it all down to the required settings, timing chain back on, building it all back up again, and hopefully get it running. So if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. I do like doing these videos. If it's informative to yourselves, maybe you're going to have a go at doing your own. Most engines, when it comes to it, I would think are pretty much the same when it comes to taking the head gasket, doing the head gasket, taking the head off and things like that. Pretty much all the same sort of principle. See you in the next video. Cheers.